Hi, this is Jeff from the North Versailles Library. This week I'm going to talk about prose and poetry. Let's start with a collection called Stories I Ain't Told Nobody Yet by Joe Carson. I'm going to read the preface and 5 of the pieces. The author says they all came from real people. She heard the heart of each one somewhere. Grocery store line, beauty shop, emergency room, neighbor across the clothesline. Preface. I am asking you to come back home before you lose the chance of seeing me alive. You already missed your daddy. You missed your Uncle Howard. You missed Lucille. I kept them and I buried them. You showed up for the funerals. Funerals are the easy part. You even missed that dog you left. I dug him a hole and put him in it. It was a Sunday morning, but dead animals don't wait no better than dead people. My mama used to say she could feel herself running short of the breath of life. So can I. And I am blessed tired of burying things I love. Somebody else can do that job to me. You'll be back by then. You come for funerals. I'd rather you come back now and get my stories. I've got whole lives of stories that belong to you. I could fill you up with stories. Stories I ain't told nobody yet. Stories with your name, your blood in them. Ain't nobody gonna hear them if you don't, and you ain't gonna hear them unless you get back home. When I am dead, it will not matter how hard you press your ear to the ground. Number 1. It's getting to where you can't give a person nothing anymore, and it's too damn bad. Now, my neighbor could look the devil in the eye and say no thanks. He didn't want to go to hell, while at the same time trying to slip Jesus Christ a couple of dollar bills for a free gift of salvation. He's a hard man, and he's about to drive me crazy. 50 cents he puts in my mailbox, or $1 or something, and all I did was give his wife a couple of tomatoes and a mess of old string beans. And they ain't rich. Then yesterday, I picked a half a bushel of them little old zucchini squash, and I carried over 5 or 6 and put them on his porch with a note that said, "These are a present." Present was underlined. And today, there is $1 in my mailbox. That man don't understand he's doing a favor when he takes and eats them damn zucchini. And when he pays me for them. When he pays me for them, it's me ends up beholden to him. Number 2. Will's comfort did not outlive as many enemies as he hoped to. I know, because I was one of them. I do not plan to do to his grave what he swore he'd do to mine. Grace or dying, one got Willis. I hope it was the grace. See, grace don't always come on the wings of a dove, or as a thief in the night, or however it's supposed to. Sometimes it comes like a 2x4 to the side of the head, and folks don't live through it. What can be said of Willis can be said of everybody. He made it through this world the best way he knew how. Number 3. I spent the first years of my life sitting on what we called splinter benches, because we were too poor for store-bought furniture. You scooted, you got splinters. My mama used to cry, because she wanted a bed with a real mattress for Grandma Lynn to die on. Turned out Grandma Lynn didn't need it. She died mid-sentence at the women's circle. But the first money I ever earned, I bought my mama a store-bought mattress. Daddy bought her 2 straight-back chairs so she and him could sit proper at the table. It was her birthday. I never seen anybody since made so happy by a gift. When Daddy finally found regular work, first thing they did was ride down to McInnes's and choose a house full of fancy stuffed furniture. Bought it on time, had it delivered, and paid for years. The day it came, Mama and I stood out back, busting up that old stuff with an axe. Mama said if they couldn't pay for this bed, she would rather sleep on the floor than have that one back. We burnt furniture for kindling all that winter. Mama'd say, "Here goes the table, Charlie." And she and Daddy'd laugh and raise their coffee cups to toast their new prosperity. Turns out we burnt what could have been my fortune in antiques. My wife collects them. She likes what she calls primitive. It's the very stuff my mama didn't like. And now I'm supposed to fix it so it don't ruin clothes instead of bust it up. I don't mind. Might as well be this or something else. But if I do get to heaven, if I do get to meet my mama again, I don't know how in this world or another one I'm going to explain why I still got splinters in my seat. Number 4. Now, George is sick. There ain't no question. And I've mentioned for a year or so about going to a doctor, and he'd say, no, no, no. But I'm going to make him find one now. It's really bad. I mean, George has got so sick, he don't even like going to funerals anymore. Number 5. There was a story about my daddy's daddy who bought a horse, a long-legged green mare, come from kin at Nashville, who owed a favor, and he worked and trained that horse to run. Daddy tells of bets going up at the sight of that mare, and then money already changing hands as Granddaddy came out of the saddle after the race, and give the mare to him to cool her off, and tells about the two of them riding home, a paper sack stuffed with winnings, when there wasn't enough room for it all in their pockets. Daddy tells this story too. The afternoon, the red mare ran and won again, and Granddaddy climbed off her back and sold her. And they walked 6 miles home to dinner, weeping both of them, my daddy begging to know why. The old man said horse racing was the devil's work. Said it had to be. Said they'd been having too much fun. Thanks for listening. Stay safe. Bye.